Morning. I'm Desmond. I hope you're well this morning. Especially the last day of level 3 and move on. Exciting. We're going to get back into our clubs and get moving. Alrighty, for now, let's go through just a nice power yoga Vinyasa flow this morning, just celebrating newness, I suppose. Yeah, starting to just break out and move on to that next stage, creating a bit of enthusiasm and positivity as we go. Alrighty, so let's come down into child's pose as we start. Just take a breath and then take your toes together. Just maybe sitting a little bit more at the back of your mat, opening the shoulders. A nice breath in, and as you stretch out, just walk your hands forward and then just sinking down. If you need a prop today, just to create that space and ease the neck and shoulders down, then just pop it under your forehead. And then just quietly let the body land on the mat. Give it an opportunity to drop into the pose and drop into the breath. Just letting the first few breaths land, giving you that opportunity to connect in with your body. We arrive on the mat, we also arrive in our body. So we use the breath as a means to anchor ourselves to right now. Notice how you're feeling physically and mentally. How is the energy? I really invite you to breathe fully. So empty the lungs slowly and feel the whole body tighten up as you breathe out. Let the breath circulate and fill you up as you inhale. Feel like it's moving and softening around those edges. Take another couple of breaths as you start to drop your hips to your heels. And extending your fingers just a little bit further out. Feel them reach towards me, if you like. That little action that creates room in the side of the ribs. Breathe into that space. Keep your tailbone dropping towards your heels. And the softness across the back of your shoulders. It's a nice pose. It's turning your head towards your heart. It's giving you this opportunity to reflect on you. How you're doing, how you're feeling. What's going on for you today? Just take another deep breath in. And as you exhale, we're just going to start to pull ourselves up. And then just coming into a tabletop. We're pressing our hands under our shoulders. Just take a nice breath as you connect your belly right to the center. And pressing down to the hands and the feet. So you're just sort of organizing the body into a little bit of structure. A little bit of switch on, if you like. And then just taking your right foot and inhale as you extend out. And exhale as you bring knee to nose. So again, we're inhaling as we extend up and out. And then exhaling as we take knee to nose. Inhaling out. And then exhaling. One more time as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, just placing the knee under the hip, coming back to your tabletop. Take a breath where you're lengthening the side of your ribs, you're turning those side ribs on. And then taking your inhale as we lengthen the left leg. And then knee to nose. So just really gently drawing the breath through. Inhale as you extend out. And then exhale as you tuck in. Breathing in. Breathing out. One more time as you inhale. And then coming into your tabletop. Again, take a breath as you're pressing down through your hands and your knees. Avoiding the cat in the room. And then take an inhale. I'm going to take your right knee to your elbow. Exhale it there. And then you inhale as you extend it back. Inhale, breath. And then exhale as you come knee to elbow. Inhale, extend. Exhale. Might be shoulder. You might be able to go a little bit higher depending on the hips. Inhale. And then exhale. One more time as you breathe out. And then coming into your tabletop as you reset. Same thing on the other side. The breath goes in as you extend out. The breath comes out as you pull it. So inhale, extend. Exhale, lifting that knee. Breathing out, just warming up the hips, warming up the body. One more time, breathing in. And then breathing out. Taking that foot down. But here I'm going to get across your right knee behind your left. So your knees are tucked. And then you're going to walk your hands out. So rather than drop your hips back for this one, we're going to walk the hands out. So it's kind of like open heart pose, but we've got our feet twisted as well. So you're going to come into just on your fingertips. So you're opening the top of your chest, your sit bones are up. You can feel a little bit of stretch across the side of the hip. You can also feel that stretch across the arms, the front of the body. And then just walk the hands enough back that you can then just slide back a little bit and push into those twisted feet, twisted legs. Pressing down for a moment. And then coming forward into your tabletop. And we'll just swap that over. So this time the left knee comes behind, or the right knee. Left knee behind. Whatever you didn't do last time. Yeah, that's it. And then again, walking the hands back out so that your hips are hopefully kind of above your knees and you're stretching again nice and long. Of course, same stretch for the arms. Maybe this time you press down to the palms rather than the fingertips. There might be a little bit more space just to open up the front line of the body. Just drawing that breath in and out. And then again, walking that back. And then just dropping it back a wee bit so you're sliding more into a child's pose version. And then recentering as you come back to tabletop. Unhook those feet. And let's work our way into our first down dog. So tuck your toes and give yourself a few movements to kind of feel the body is really finding the shape. Walk your feet, press your hands, drop the head. Give it a shape, give it some movement, some courage. Just you to find the pose in about 4 or 5 breaths. Not rushing to find it straight away. We're just allowing the body to create space, if you like. I need just a little bit of light in here today. The sun's coming. And when you've done those few breaths and you feel like you can then press the body into the shape, then push down for the knuckles of the hands, and then push down for your toes and your pads of your feet. And then really sort of bend the knees and turn the sit bones up, so just that little pelvic movement. And then use that to lead the hips up and then push the arms down so the heels start to drop and hover. But I'm sort of opening now the front of the chest, which I felt in that pose we just did where we really reached out. See if you can kind of get your arms by your ears here. So I'm dropping the head between my arms as I float the body. Take a good breath in. And as you breathe out, just walk your feet to your hands. Come into a forward fold, Vinyasa, softening your knees and then just draping your body. Top of your mat, so if you feel like grabbing your elbows, taking some movement, please do. The movement might be just for the head, the neck, the shoulders. Just make this connection point. So where you're feeling tension, this is a good chance to stretch the back of the neck. Press through your feet so you feel this grounding connection with the earth before you're going to rise up. As we rise up, I want you to press your feet and roll your body up so your spine comes up. Head comes last. Pressing down and standing nice and tall and open and spacious. And then take a breath in. Take a breath out as you bow. Halfway lift, extend the body forward. And then just stepping your way back to your plank. Take a moment in this first round just to make sure we're connecting all those parts that keep these poses nice and open and strong. So your heart comes towards your chin. Your heels are driving back. The belly is lifted and then lengthening the side of the ribs. Knees down. Take an inhale. And as you exhale, lower yourself down. Come onto the belly as you roll up and inhale. And then connecting that breath again. Inhale as you drive the ground away. And exhale as you find your down dog shape. Let the breath go. Push down for the arms. Now soften the knees. Look between the hands. And as you step, jump to the front of your mat. Empty your breath out. Connect your feet. Inhale, roll up. And then exhale, bow. Sun salutation. So we welcome the body and the breath to find this connection before we come into the more physical poses. Halfway lift. High plank to low plank. Move through a couple of breaths if you need to. Rolling that heart space open as we just seek to let the breath leave the body. Then exhale, down dog. Soften the knees, look between the hands, step or jump your way forward. One more time, just breathe out. Inhale, rise. Maybe a bit more fluidity in this one. Bow down. Halfway lift, extending the spine. And then coming back to your plank, high to low. Jump step, ready for up dog, then just meander through that if you're not so ready. Plenty of opportunity coming. And then exhale, down dog. And this time just pausing in your down dog as you stretch through the arms, float the sit bones up. Lengthen through the upper arms and really drive down, and you can feel your ears kind of hugging towards those arms. And then we're pulling our armpits towards our heart space so that we're hugging this body and broadening the back. Beautiful. Okay, let's inhale right foot. Take it a nice three-legged dog. Extend it up, reach up. And look between your hands as you step that right foot through. Come at the back here. We're just going to come to warrior one. So take a moment for the ankles to adjust to grounding down. Taking this right hip under and then rising up as we come into Virajasana one. I like to give lots of options. So if you know this pose and you're happy, just breathe through it. If you need less arm orientation, come to cactus or drop your arms. And remember to adjust your feet. So we're trying to hug this right hip back and the left hip forward. So our pelvis is coming into what we call a nice stable position for the spine. And sometimes that means we need to actually adjust the feet. So waking in, taking a breath. Extending up, sinking to that front foot. Transition coming as we inhale, and then we come into warrior two. So using the long edge and using those arms to powerfully come down, open, extend through. And again, a couple of breaths just to feel like the thigh bones are coming out of the pelvis, the arm bones are coming out of the shoulders, but in a way that's opening, not demanding the body holds this tension. So open, but then float the body down. Take a few breaths, adjust. Nice. And then as you inhale, you're going to turn the palm of the front arm, the right arm, and then extend it up as you reach to the sky. Send the left arm down the thigh. And then just dropping yourself a little bit forward. So you're going to tuck that hip and then scoop it under and reach again. See if there's a bit more range. Dropping down to that front foot, so we're really extending. Nice opening poses here. And inhale again. And as you exhale, we're just going to drop that elbow over and do the opposite almost with the body as it extends over into side angle. So again, let the hips adjust, let the body up and open. Maybe spiraling that pinky finger in so you're reaching. Not getting the shoulder up here, the shoulder's down. The length is coming from the side ribs because I'm pressing to the ground. One more breath. And then come into your warrior two. Extend your arms, take an inhale, exhale down. And then we'll come through our chaturanga. So just cartwheeling those arms, turning your feet to the front, pressing back to your plank. You can go straight to down dog if you like, up dog, cobra. And then down dog. Sit bones to the sky. Heart forward. And let's do the other side. So inhale that left foot, extend it up. Big breaths in, really stretch, and then look between the hands. We'll come into that warrior one to set up. Heel drives down as you inhale, you rise up. And again, your extension. Often give those options for tight shoulders, but if you're particularly open and warrior one's one of your favorite poses, then maybe you're interlacing the fingers at the top and then just sort of leaning a bit. You've got that space to come into a little bit of a back bend. Make sure you're not flaring the front ribs. You've got that control. Sink down. Channel your energy up. Known for blowing the cobwebs out of the mind. We might need that as we return to our semi-normal lives shortly. Nice. Take a breath. And then warrior two as you exhale. Send out. Open out. Drive open. Dropping down through that foot. Reaching for miles and then just hugging the energy back through the feet. Coming down. Doing this nice extension for the arms. Beautiful. And then flip the palm. As you inhale, you extend upwards. You slide the back arm down. Press through. Once that little thing, you just sort of tip forward a little bit, and then you scoop that hip in. Might just give you a little bit more range. Touching. Again, if you have that capacity to lean back a little bit more, I want you to lean back. Now I'm just creating some open spaces. One more inhale. And as we reverse that, as we exhale, we start to move into our side angle. Pressing through, extending the arm, so creating your version of side angle. The arm can stretch if you feel more like a holding and open the body, tucking in. Choose. Extend, open, brighten up. And again, connecting that breath as you come back to warrior two. Press down. Take an inhale. And then let's find our chaturanga as we come through our spiral. Press down. Exhale down dog. move through those sequence and flow for a couple of rounds. Familiar pose. Just inhale that right foot. Inhale up, three-legged dog. And then step through your hands. Press down, warrior one. Empty your breath as you inhale. And then as you exhale again, sink down. Breathe as we repeat a change, warrior two. Coming through that breath, really long reach, like a wave. Inhale. And then exhale. Reverse. Extending up, dropping down. And then inhale. Extended angle as you exhale. Extend out, really reach. Open spiral and extend like the pose says. Breathe your way back to warrior two. Take your breath. And then spiral through your chaturanga. Down dog. Inhale, lift. Placing to the hands, coming into that warrior. Emptying. Not rushing the breath. I'm just really driving the body through the breath cadence. Exhale. Inhale again. Warrior two. Breathe in. Sit down. Inhale. Again, reach, extending the body, and then coming into your side angle. Feeling that breath. And then warrior two. Inhale. Chaturanga. Inhale, right foot again. Exhale as you step through. Warrior one. Inhale big. Exhale. Warrior two is coming, so extend. And then come to the side. Again, breathing in. Breathing out to drop. Back up, slide. And allowing the body to adjust deeper each time. Use the inhale. And then coming into your side angle, exhale. Maybe now you're evolving the pose a little bit. Inhale. Warrior two. Inhale. Chaturanga. Slow, steady breath. Variations in your chaturanga. Inhale, left foot. Step between the hands. Warrior one. Gather it in, drop it out. Radiating, inhale. Warrior two. Dropping the pose, extending upwards. Dropping in. One more breath. And then taking it forward as you come into your side angle, your variation, whatever you feel like doing for this. Breathe again. Warrior two. Inhale. Chaturanga. Exhale. Good. Take your breath. Stretch your fingers, soften your knees. And then we're going to jump or step to the front of the mat. Inhale up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Breathe again. Nice to have some heat, some energy coursing through the body as you exhale down. Halfway lift. And then dropping that right foot back. You maybe potentially have blocks handy. And as we inhale, we're going to open up. And as we exhale, we're just going to drop into this hamstring stretch today. So you need props just to allow your body to open, or maybe you're okay just to sink down. About 5 breaths. Pressing down for this heel, drawing the leg back so I can feel that hamstring breathe. One more breath. As you come forward, just pressing into that lunge, lifting the arms, inhale up. Exhale as you sink lower, and maybe you tuck that back toe and you extend and you bring yourself up to a full lunge, or maybe you don't. Oops, don't fall over like me. And again, breathing, opening. And as you breathe out, pressing your hands down, coming through your chaturanga. Exhale. Let's take left side, breathing in. So again, extending open, nice and beautiful reach. And taking that, whoops, down to down dog. Sorry, that was me. Soften your knees, jump to the front of your mat. Making stuff up now, inhale. Hands to heart center, exhale. Press through, inhale. Breathe out as you bow forward. Take a halfway lift. That's it. Now step your left foot back. Drop the knee down. Inhale. And then pressing down as we guide that heel back. So you might be floating the arms on blocks. You might be rolling your shoulders. You might even be quite upright. If you push down for your heel and kind of hug it towards your hips, you do get this little bit of lengthening in the back of the hamstring. I don't want the shoulders too round here, so keep the space breathing. Wonderful. Again, as we come forward, just press into the lunge. Take a nice inhale as you press down through your feet. Inhale, fill the body. Exhale, maybe tuck the toe. You can stay where you are, or you can just feel like you're coming up a little bit brighter today. Extending a little bit longer. And then breathe in. Breathe out as you come through your optional chaturanga. Exhale. Again, let's soften the knees and then step or jump to the front of the mat. And again, inhale as you stand up. Bring your hands to your heart center. Just heel toe your feet in just a smidge of a chair. We're just going to come into a little bit of a chair pose. We're actually going to come into eagle pose. So I'm just going to get you to press into the ground. And then inhale that left knee up. And then wrapping that foot around. So you can either just cross the thighs, the toe can come down. You can wrap it around if you can keep your hips in the front. No cheating. And then go ahead and wrap that left arm under the right. Extend the fingers up. A little bit of balance coming your way. Keep your body upright as you sink the hips back. Squeeze into the forearms. Squeeze the thighs. Really extending and pushing the energy inwards. When we release it, we create this pathway for change in the body, for newness. All right, you ready? We're going to inhale, we're going to lift up. And as we exhale, we're just going to tip ourselves forward and coming into standing split. So hands to blocks or hands to ground. Trying to keep your pelvis neutral. Your nose to your knee and extend that back leg. Just wherever, it could be bent. Don't want you to feel like you have to fold in two. I just want you to embrace the pose. Drop the knee, drop the nose, hang the head. And then take an inhale as you press down for your right leg. Lift your left leg all the way through. So we're going to keep it coming through if we can. Hooking that left arm underneath your knee. We're going to come out to the side. So extend your right arm. You can take head to toe or hand to knee as you extend and open the body outwards. Using that grounded right foot to anchor this hip to kind of, we prepped a little bit in the first flow for the hips to be able to rotate. Feel spacious, feel open. And then just bring it back to the middle and then let it go. Inhale. Extend up. One more breath. Now as you exhale, sweep it back and then coming into a lunge. Again, inhale the arms. Come into crescent lunge for a moment. And then listen up. As you bring your hands down, scoop the back knee behind the front knee. And we're going to come into a seated twist. Okay, so we're just going to keep you on a little bit of an angle because that's just the way the body was orientated. So you're going to keep your right knee up. If it's a hard twist, I want you to extend the bottom leg, the left leg. Otherwise, taking an inhale. And as you exhale, wrap around. It's coming into that. Can you hear that? It's my dogs in the kitchen. Inhale and roll around. Take a few breaths there. One more inhale. And then just unraveling yourself as you come to the front. I'm just going to shimmy this a bit so the right knee is on the top. I'm just going to come over and then slide that into half pigeon. Just dropping that right knee to the front of the mat. And then again, just orientating to your half pigeon. So block if you need. Open space if you need. Modification if you need. I'll take a nice long breath in here and slide on down and create that room, that pathway. Just a great pose to really feel the body drop into. And then just coming up out of that. Pressing your hands down. Lifting yourself up. And then just taking that right leg in front again. Using your hands. Take a few breaths. If you want to add a little bit of fire into the body, then just a couple of jump lunges. Why not today? Fire up the body. You can use blocks as well. Obviously, it's a little bit nicer. Nice. One more. Finish with the left leg lead. Well, I'm going to come back to the right. But we'll just step to the front of the mat. Bow down. Inhale, rise. Wasn't that wonderful? Inhale. Ooh. Heel toe the feet together. Press into your eagle pose. You're going to sink to the left leg this time, and you're going to inhale and wrap the right. So same kind of setup where you want to keep your hips and your shoulders forward. You're really pushing down. You're breathing in. Let's take that right under left as we come into the full pose. Really squeeze your energy. Squeeze your thighs, squeeze your forearms. It's Draw the energy, stop the block a little bit, dam it up so that we can let it flow strong and powerful when we let go. Inhale as you release those arms. Nice and dramatic. And then exhale as you come back through. Standing split. Drop this pelvis down. Make sure one hip isn't higher. Drop it. Curl and press. And then on the next inhale, you're going to drive down through that left foot as you draw the right knee through. We work with our balance, we hook underneath the leg. You might press the arm to the side and just open the knee, or if you're happy to come to foot pose, your choice. Keep your spine long, open the leg. Little rotation again of the hip, you tuck in, tuck under, open out strong and bright. Don't look at me. There we go. Tether your breath. Tether your body to your breath properly is best, isn't it? Awesome. All right, bring it back. So whether you've got your knee or your foot, maybe lengthen the knee, stretch it out as you lift up. Take a breath, and then you're going to slide back to crescent lunge. Bring those arms through as you inhale, extend. And then as you exhale, bring it down. We're going to tuck that knee behind as we come into our seated twist. Again, inhale, wrap yourself around, turn towards the knee. The option is to straighten the bottom foot and then rinse out. Unraveling that twist. Bring yourself more to the front of the mat. And then we come into that half pigeon with your left leg. Hang that forward. Opening up. Again, that opportunity to drop. Just stay up, modify, maybe come on down. Just taking those deep breaths, allow the body to feel like it's letting go. Another breath or two, and we'll start to transition up from this calm space to pressing through your arms. It's a morning practice, so we've got to create a wee bit of energy. Bring that left foot forward into your lunge. Now you can just step your way into a forward fold if you want to, or take the lunge, get your blocks, and then energize. Whee! Your hands on the carpet, you might be on your fingertips. Just a couple. Oh. One more, just make sure. Oh. Finish on that right, and then step into the front of the mat. Let's heel toe those feet out, and we'll come into a squat. So again, if you want to use your props for your heels, or you're happy to squat Vinyasa, your heels down or even your heels up, that's fine. A lot of rotation of the hips today, so just sit in this pose, which is so beneficial for our bodies, but can be very strong on the hips. So we've created some heat, some openness, so let's just drop into this pose for a couple of moments. Open across the collarbones, open the shoulders, extend through the crown of the head for this really long breath. I'm just going to come back to down dog. So opportunity to do a quick crow here if you feel like you want to do a little bit of core balance stuff. Just placing the hands down. If it's a pose it's not familiar, just jump back to down dog. It's just an opportunity to, again, add a little bit more spark to your day. Float the toes, lift the seat, hug in. Maybe you're just working with one side today. Draw the belly. And if you're up and out and you're having lots of fun, you can just take another breath, shoot the legs back, into your Vinyasa. That was clunkier than my lunges today. And then we'll all come into down dog. Beautiful work. Let's just inhale our way forward into our plank. And we're just going to come down onto our bellies. A couple of back bends today, but we'll do Shalabhasana and bow pose. So for now, just coming down onto the front, just placing your fingers by your thighs, press down through your toes and the thighs, zip up your belly, and then inhale and just start to rise up, pulling up everything but your belly. So I'm using the belly as my airbag to protect my spine, and I'm lengthening out, engaging and lifting. There's a sense of ease in the body, a sense of strength and a sense of power as we lift. Really draw your breath up. Take about 3 or 4 more breaths as you start to really lift and extend. One more. And then come down. And then just turning your head to the side, toes together, shoulders down, and take a moment to breathe. Come back to the center. And then again, you can just take that Shalabhasana. It gets really nice, beautiful back bend, especially for the beginning of your day. But if you want stronger, then bow poses when we grab to the feet. So we didn't try and line up the knees or the hips. We don't want the feet flared out. So a really good, nice way to introduce the pose is to do half bow. You can do half bow. Take about 3 breaths and then change. If you can do full bow and it's okay in your body, 6 breaths, Shalabhasana again. You hear the variation, it's similar, isn't it? The belly's down, we're lifting up, we're floating through the body. Really just tapping into this kind of bigger energy around us as we prepare for our day, prepare for the changes in the next few days. Just tapping into this energy. One more breath if you haven't done your 6 yet. And then coming down as you, again, turning your head to one side, shoulders down, pressing to the ground. Coming back to the middle, and just coming up to your hands. And we'll come over into a seat. Coming into Sukhasana or easy pose, so feel free to use a block or a prop here if your hips are a little bit tighter. Again, we've done a little bit of work with the opening of the hips today, so it's kind of like I'm just working with that openness in the last couple of poses. So if you're okay on your sit bones, then just crossing your shins rather than your ankles. So I'm just pushing them through and flexing my foot. And if I can, I'm lining up my feet flex with the mat, and then just trying to line up that inside leg with the parallel shin with the mat, and then dropping it over top. If you're particularly open, you can do double pigeon, where the heels sit on the knees, and that's the same. Go ahead and do that pose. It's just something that's not, I can't demonstrate that in my body, but if you understand that pose, you possibly can do it. So, and then just take a breath, leaning forward. So keep a long spine initially. Feel in the back of the hips. Breathe. Drawing the shoulders open, the crown of the head is lifted. Just coming back to your center. Take a breath in. And as you breathe out, just rotate towards your right. As soon as you inhale, I want you to extend your spine, but as you exhale, feel like your knees are relaxing and dropping in. Letting go a little bit. Back to the center. Again, taking an inhale. As you exhale, coming to the other side. So again, dropping those knees down. Maybe starting to close in a bit, come inwards. Come back to your center. We're just going to lean on back. Change across the legs, double pigeon, change the cross. Probably have a go-to side. This time the left leg is in front, lining up the shins, reaching those feet in, fingertips behind. And then breathing out. Maybe you walk your hands forward if you've got that mobility to lean on down, press yourself on the ground, then please do. bringing yourself back up. Contact the arms as you inhale. And as you exhale, just turning to the left, inviting that spine to open, those knees to drop as you breathe out. And inhale again as you extend up. And exhaling to the other side. Coming back to your center. And taking the legs out. So releasing, maybe dropping out and then coming through into Shanasana. So keeping the feet forward, the feet flexed. Your knees could be soft. And taking a breath. As you exhale, bowing forward, reaching the feet, maybe using a towel or a strap, and it feels good to just create a wee bit of movement then. Do that. Otherwise, you're sinking down. Lengthen the back of the neck as you turn your nose towards your knees, your head to your heart. Funny how we started today, we're kind of taking some internalness. Just rolling yourself back to neutral. Take your inhale. And then as you exhale, we're going to turn towards that right. So you can just press and open, or you might incorporate a little bit of the forward fold, wrapping around your foot, inhaling. Maybe extending the arm, or maybe just turning into a twist. Just notice your feet split one in front of the other. Pull them back so they're even. So your sit bones are really pressing as you roll into the twist. Coming back to your center. Realign, inhale. And as you exhale, same thing, outside. Draw the breath in. And coming back to beautiful. So roll down on your spine. Then come into Shavasana. A little bit of twisting, a little bit of hip work, but if there's something you feel you need before you come down, it might be a supine twist or maybe happy baby. Press and just invite some space. But if you're ready, then just stretch out. Take that opportunity now to complete the ideal setup for a day. And yoga practice. And then a few moments where you can just focus on doing nothing. let your body come into as open a position as possible. Palms up, your arms away from the side of the body, legs apart, and roll your feet out. Get your eyes shut and bring your attention between your eyebrows. Feel how heavy your bones are. Sink towards the floor. Let your muscles fall off the bone. Relax your jaw, your throat, the back of your tongue. Soften your brain. With each exhale, let yourself sink deeper into a state of relaxation. Let the floor take any last residual tension. You are. Let it go. Become the observer now. Observe when your attention wanders from your breath to your thoughts. Gently bring your attention back to your breath. Using our breath as a tether that steadies our attention. Continue to experience how deeply relaxed you are. Relaxed, soft, stress-free, happy, at peace. Now just begin to deepen your breath. Feel your toes and your fingers. Draw one knee up and then the other. Stretch out your back and roll onto your right side. Stay for a moment. Pushing yourself up to a seated position. Short meditation. Wednesday. Sitting as tall as possible. As still as possible. 4 big breaths. Feeling calm, relaxed, yet focused and energized. Just drawing your hands to your heart center. Much gratitude for practicing with me this morning. Nice nourishing breath in. Full breath out as we bow forward. Namaste. Nice. But thank you so much for joining me today. Yeah, last Wednesday together, of course, as we start to move back into the clubs. Live streaming, we probably wind up on Sunday. Then we'll better get back in and do our thing. I'll be here on Friday morning if you are around and want to do another practice with me. Otherwise, thank you for joining me in the last few weeks. Mondays and Wednesdays I've mainly been here. Quite a different experience, but I have decided to have enjoyed it. So I hope you have. Have a wonderful Wednesday. See you later.